Hey, and welcome to Tragick Tv. And, it's been about a week. And this is probably not the time you're going to hear me do videos, probably on Thursday night. I'm going to get on here. Been wanting to record a lot, and I like Spreaker. That's a great way to record videos and such. But, really, it's just a lot of things I'm going to talk about. And I know if you've watched Tragick TV in the past, or any of my videos to where... mainly these kind of episodes, I'm talking about music, I'm talking about movies and things like that, so I'm changing it up, and I'm kind of like throwing in odds and ends there, and just basically, insights into life, and, and I think it's kind of going to bring more depth to the show, and for you to understand, that I'm not just some, loser who's on the internet, just doing music reviews and movie reviews and things like that. I like to bring knowledge to everybody. I like to, put more flavor into my show, and not just to, talk about the same old things over and over again. So, each and every week it's going to be something different. Every, Tragick TV, I could do 2 in 1 week. Wednesday and Saturday, or Thursday and Saturday, and technically they'll probably be on YouTube until probably Friday or Sunday, or, sometime during that week. But they'll eventually make their way on YouTube. So if you're hearing this past the date that says at the top, you can still comment down below, because the next time I, get on YouTube, my days off or whatever, I'll comment. If you have a topic to discuss, I will talk about it in the next Tragick TV and bring it up, or at least comment on it. So I'm not one to ignore people, so I would definitely respond to you. So with that, let's get right down to business. So tonight, boy, did I have an experience, and I want to talk about this because this is the main subject of this Tragick TV. And this is what's going to be, in the main subject title when I put this on YouTube. Walmart. Let's talk about Walmart for a second. Everybody knows Walmart. It's one of the biggest, retail stores in the world. They have places everywhere. And they employ a lot of employees. And let's just, cut the crap right now. Because if you've watched enough of my stuff, I work for Amazon.com. I work in a warehouse, and I work in Tennessee. If you want to listen more, I probably told you where I work at. But that's really all you need to know for this little story that I'm about to tell you about what happened tonight. So, today, we ended up buying a Roku 2. And my wife was, she's like, well, we can, how about we just buy it on Walmart, and we'll go pick it up today. And I'm like, okay, great. And which we've never had really a major problem with it, but the only problem we have with it is when we go to pick it up, sometimes, if she doesn't have her ID, they're really sketchy about that. They don't like you pick it up without your ID, which I don't know if I agree with it or not. I understand why, but, they should just, they should give you more options other than, hey, you got to have your driver's license or some kind of ID, they won't accept anything else, because there's other things that you can accept, and they never, usually when we go, they don't say, okay, well, do you have an order number or something so that we can confirm, that you are the person picking this up. No, they never really ask that. So that's where, I'm kind of going to lead this story in this direction. So we ordered this around, I believe it was around like 1:30 p.m., earlier today on Thursday. And we headed out, and we probably got to the store around 6:40, 6:45, and my wife was like, well, they should be saying that they have this item, ready for us to get any time now, because it's been like a good 5 hours. So we went around to Walmart, and we were looking, and we were, picking up stuff, and, we found some, cool, pajamas for my son, and, things like that, and then we got tired of looking around, and we have not gotten any, email or anything saying, hey, this is available for pickup, you can now come pick it up in, the Walmart site to store. So if anybody's never done Walmart site to store, don't ever do it. It's worthless. It's stupid. And here's exactly what, I'm going to tell you straight out what exactly they told us when we went back there. Okay, first of all, my wife forgot her ID at home. She forgot it at home. Alright, fine. She has a phone. And on your phone, you can do anything on your phone nowadays. You can log on to the internet. You can go to wherever. So she logged on her phone. She had the order ID and everything. And the lady, I think, was getting ready, either one, she was getting ready to leave, or she was, just didn't want to deal with us. And she was trying to, any way possible, just to get us to walk away. And to just, come back tomorrow or, do whatever. She didn't even care because she was telling us, yeah, why don't you just go home and cancel it, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, I'm like, really? A Walmart employee is telling us this? This is pretty stupid. And I didn't say that to her, of course, but I'm thinking it when she's sitting there talking to us and she's saying, oh, well, you got to have your ID or we can't do anything for you. And we were like, and she didn't even know. She didn't even ask us any more questions. She didn't look it up to see, what's going on with it and such like that. Finally, a younger associate comes up and I don't even remember why he came up to her. I think he was doing something else because evidently he works in electronics. And we'll come back to him later on. But he says, well, she knows what she's ordering, and, because he heard some of the story, or they got talking like in that very second, like, yeah, we came to get a Roku box that we ordered, and he's like, well, she knows a product. And I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, but, so I'm not going to do it. The girl's like, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to risk my job doing it. And I understand that. I got that when she kind of said that, but it's like, really? It's like, there's other things, though. They're not asking, like, what about an order number or anything like that? So the guy says, hold on, let me go get somebody. So he gets the manager, because she said, the lady was there said, well, if you can find a manager, hey, go ahead. Get the manager's approval to, give it to her or whatever. And nobody even asked us, nobody even looked it up to see that it was still processing, supposedly on the website, which we'll get to that in a few minutes. So he comes back with the manager, the other girl disappears, get the hell out of here, whatever, she was worthless anyway. So we have a manager, and she was really, really young, so this is what gets me. As soon as she comes over there, she's asking all the right questions. She's getting the order ID. She's, and this is something I'll go into here in a minute. She was young and she understood. She had the order ID. We knew what kind of product it was. She asked that, or what the exact product was, and we had the order ID number and everything because that's what they give you when you come to pick it up. So we had that, and they were willing to give it to us. But it said it was still processing. And the manager didn't really understand either, because this is the fact that she starts going in and trying to explain to us why it's still processing and why we can't get the item, even though it's on the shelf. And I was just staring at it on the shelf a second ago. And going through my head, I'm like, okay, I know what it said on the website. It said, item is available for pickup in store. Usually, what that means is you pay for it, they go, they pick the item, and they put it back there. No foul. They should have that done within like 2 or 3 hours. There should be an alert that comes up that whoever's working in the electronic department at the time should get that, wherever they're at, or a CSM or something, to let them know, hey, there's something in that department that somebody wants to pick up. They've already bought it. It's already done, paid for. It's an $80 item, for God's sakes, and they don't even care. This is what's pushing me over the edge as she's talking to me and as she's saying all this bull crap that's coming out of her mouth. And this is exactly what she said. And she said that, oh, well, we can't pick it off the shelf. It has to be on the truck. And deep in my head, I'm like, she is thinking that we ordered this to be shipped to the store. And no, that's not what we did. We did... basically, it was in store. We seen that. Or we wouldn't have ordered it if we knew it had to be shipped. Because that's stupid. Why would you do that? I would never buy anything like that from Walmart. Except for certain items. And we're past that now. We did it when we got, baby stuff a long time ago. We did because Amazon's not really, that kind of place right now at the moment. And you can actually get stuff quicker that way. That's the only reason why I would Walmart, but I would have it shipped to me, so I don't have to sit there, wait at the store, or wait for some retarded person that Walmart hired to, deliver, to finally answer the freaking call 15 minutes later after standing back there, and then give us, our baby item. So when we did that, we had it shipped to our house, because we know the crap that we have to go through when we go to Walmart. And this was no different. So basically she says, well, it's processing, it has to wait, blah, blah, blah. She said this whole spiel about how, it has to come in on a truck, we can't pick it off the shelf. And we're like, okay. And, we said, well, and she said, well, what we can do is we can set it to be picked, whatever like that, and you can come pick it up, later. And I guess she did it. But the funny thing about it is, it's on, remember what I just said, she can set it to be picked, and then we can come pick it up later. And why I say it's so stupid is because so me and my son went to the bathroom before we went back there to check to see if we could get the item. And as we went by there, I walked my son Zayden with me past the freaking Roku 2 boxes that were on the shelf. And I'm like, well, that's the items on the shelf that we're here for, Zayden, but we can't get it for some reason right now. I don't know what's going on. It's right there. Why is it taking so long? And we walked past it. And then, when we decided to go back there, they're saying, oh, well, we have to wait to pick it. And I want to say, it's right over there. And I was so irritated at the point that I told my wife, I was like, can't we just cancel it? Can't we just be done and just cancel it and go buy it? Because it's right over there. And she's like, no, because we already paid for it. They won't let you do it while it's processing. And already it's like a broken process with Walmart already. And I'm thinking to myself, I know why I'm so pissed is because I work for Amazon. And I know that it's like something like this would never happen at Amazon because we already have the processes in place. When somebody orders something, you go get it and you ship it out. What are they waiting for? They're not doing anything. We have tons of people walking around Walmart stocking shelves, and that's all they're doing. When something's already sold, and that person is there at the damn store trying to pick up their product, and it's not even ready for them. If they want to compete with Amazon, they've got to do better at this. And this already broke me because I'm never going to order anything. And I told my wife, don't ever order anything from Walmart again to be picked up like that. Because evidently, they don't know what the hell they're doing. So it's ridiculous. And, I'm still so tempted to, get a hold of, a Walmart manager or corporate. Because that's stupid that we had to go through all that bullcrap. Ordered it on 1:30 p.m. that day. We couldn't pick it up until I believe it was 9:55 p.m. is when we actually picked it up later tonight. That is so stupid. And who ended up getting it? Who got the order to pick the item? That kid that was talking to the dumb older lady. He picked it, and he remembered us. And so I'm knowing that he's looking back going, what the hell happened, And I know there's going to be probably stories told over the next week about that. About how the manager was stupid, that old lady was stupid, and didn't know what was going on. So with that, half of it is that the older people just don't get the internet thing. They just don't get it. And why the hell they're working with that part of the business doesn't make any sense to me. Walmart is not advanced. They have not moved on. They are still in that stuck in the brick and mortar, retail store, blah, blah, blah. They haven't moved on. They don't understand that concept. And the people that they hire don't understand that concept. Younger people, they understand the internet market. They understand what you can and cannot do with the internet market. That kid understood. And, he ended up, giving us the product. He gave us the product. We had the receipt. He knew because we were already there before, and he heard her say the order number and all that stuff. So that's crazy. It really, really irritated me to the point. So if anyone's ever had this experience, well, please leave a comment down below. And if anybody works for Walmart, I would love for you to comment back, because this is horrible. God, it's coming from a guy who works at Amazon.com, knowing that Walmart is not ever going to get this anytime soon because they don't understand. It's why? What do you... I don't even understand it. Okay, so in Amazon, when something gets picked, yes, it may take a few, a day or so, whatever, but we never tell you, hey, we're going to have it done at this time. It's going to be at your door this time, and you don't get it. And I know some people out there are saying, well, yeah, sometimes you say 2 day shipping, but I don't get it in 2 days. It happens. But at least we're not Walmart, who is a physical store and the items are on the damn shelf, and you're sitting there telling us, and this is exactly what it said on the email that we got, is that this item will be available, I believe it said like at 6:45 p.m. or something like that, or 6:30. And we go there around that time, and it's not picked. It's not done. It's not on the truck, as that lady said, that she had no idea what the hell she was talking about. Because they're not educated, and they don't understand that part of the retail industry. Walmart is behind. They suck, they're horrible, and I'm surprised at how they've managed to survive in today's economy. And I think faster and faster, Amazon's just going to eat up the market. They're just going to eat up the market, and it's not just because of the propaganda, that I hear at work. It's not that. It's just that if you work at Amazon and you know the way that we are being told that, our customers are everything. We do everything. If we screw up, if we get a quality error, we could get fired. It's like, if someone at Walmart does that, it's basically a slap on the hand, and they get nothing. Hey, we're sorry. Well, our cashier's stupid, so here we go. Let's fix your mistake. But, you still had to waste your gas to come back and get it fixed. And, that person's going to be working here 2 months from now, and they're going to fuck shit up for you again when you come back. So, it's like, what? So, it's like the quality crap at Walmart that you buy is so low, and the customer service you get is horrendous. When we went back at 9:55 or around that 9:45 at the time frame, we had like 6 or 7 associates walk right past us and not even ask us for assistance. So that's what makes me want to call corporate and say this is the worst day of our life, and it was horrible that we had people walking past us. They did not help us. It took us freaking literally 8 hours to get our item that was in the store for purchase. Seriously, it's ridiculous, It's like, if Amazon had a store and this happened at an Amazon store, that person would have been fired. That manager probably would have been fired. Because if they can't get an item that's on the shelf within 8 hours to the person who comes in twice, and you can't even get that item to the person in a given amount of time. If somebody took 15 minutes to make a hamburger at McDonald's, they would be fired on the spot. I mean, I guarantee you, if they did that numerous time after time after time, they would be fired. And to go even further with the whole Walmart shit, if somebody's bathrooms were inspected by a health inspector on a monthly basis, which they must got their hands so far up the health inspector's ass around here, I don't know, because I swear, somebody could take a crap on the floor at the Shelbyville, Tennessee Walmart. Yes, I'm going to say where it's at, because this fucking place is a joke. Shelbyville, Tennessee Walmart, the biggest joke in history, because the bathrooms are fucking disgusting. It literally looks like somebody shits on the floor, pisses on the floor. They don't clean it for a fucking week. It's disgusting. So, I don't know what to even say about that. This store is a joke. I don't like going there. But, every Walmart in Tennessee, I have yet to find a Walmart that's actually, I guess the one by Middle Tennessee University, that's I don't know which one that would be. There's one in Middle Tennessee that's not that bad. It's the newest one. It's probably the best. But, the other two in this area, they're horrible. The one in Shelbyville, the one in, I think the one that actually is closest to the college area is, there was actually a murder recently in the parking lot, which I know they had nothing to do with that, but the employees are, very rude. It's like I remember I worked at Walmart before, so let me tell you that. I worked for Walmart on 3 different occasions, and probably around 2000 basically, you can tell something happened, and I don't know what it was, but the morale definitely went down in the company because they were hiring the dumbest people they could find. I went to work for Greensburg, Indiana. There was people there that was shocked. They would fire people for stupid reasons. They would keep other people on. I got fired for a dumb reason. Supposedly it was for attendance, but whatever. There was some people that would, come in late all the time. And they would, just because they're a girl, they would get away with it. Or they have kids, they would get away with it. And they wouldn't get, but I'm a kid who was, 23, 24 years old at the time, and they didn't give a shit about me. I can't get sick. I can't do this. I can't miss a few days of work, like I said, Walmart, the morale went down. And ever since then, I walk into Walmart, and it just pisses me off because it seems like they will hire every Tom, Dick, and Harry. They'll hire ex-cons. They'll hire all these people. And it's ridiculous. It's the whole entire company is a joke. That's what I think. And the faster, I know I have family that's on my wife's side that works for Walmart. And, I don't want them to go out of business because of her. She would lose her job. But, I don't think that if they continue to do this and they don't take care of their stores, they're going to lose business. Eventually, they will lose business because people will get tired of going into shitty bathrooms that don't get cleaned all the time. The site-to-store thing, Amazon's going to trample them. And they'll have no choice but to do something. And if they can't catch up with Amazon, which they're already way behind, they're going to lose. So there you go. That's my little rant on Walmart. I could go on for the next 8 minutes, but I'm going to stop. Talk about that. Leave me comments down below. I'm sure you probably got a witty remark to say, well, they're doing the best they can. Well, no, they fucking blow. I'm sorry. They suck. They are horrible and whatever. Big Lots is cleaner than Walmart, and that's a pretty big assumption thing there. Yeah. I would rather go into Big Lots than would go into Walmart because they're cleaner. I've been in the Big Lots bathroom and they're cleaner. I've been into gas stations that were cleaner than this Walmart I went to tonight. That's what I'm talking about. They don't replace the toilet seat lids ever, evidently. Because I'm sitting on something, I wonder if it's been there for 8-10 years or something. They just don't want to update anything in their bathroom. The last time they updated it was probably when they put the touchless faucets in there, and that's the last time they probably updated it. So whenever that got put in, which was probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, that's probably the last time they put the toilet seat on there, and they haven't replaced them. It's just a big joke. Anyway, let's move on from Walmart. Let's talk about some other stuff. So The Voice, I've been watching. I want to really watch The Voice, but I don't want to watch every single episode because I'll probably sit down and watch The Voice and get caught up eventually, really soon, before it gets underway much further. But I'll probably just start watching it from when they start actually singing, which will probably be here soon. I think there may be one more week of battle rounds, I'm thinking. And then we'll get down to, the real stuff. Because, I like The Voice, but I don't like the battle rounds. That's the one thing I don't like about it. I think they need to change that. Because I don't like it. Because they always pick the stupid people. They're because they're still I like the whole thing where they don't know who they are and they pick them, basically on their voice. But then they turn around. And then that's where it goes right back to American Idol kind of style. Where, if somebody's stupid looking or they look retarded, they don't pick them in the battle round. And I think it's stupid. That kind of defeats the purpose of being original. And it's just the same as American Idol. It's, they get it down to contestants and then, by good voice. And then they're like, oh, we're going to make you prance about and sing stupid songs that you would never have sung, out on your own. And if you don't sing that song good, we're going to, penalize you for it, And it's stupid. So that's the only part I don't like about The Voice, but once it gets past that, I like it. And if some of my people get past that I liked during auditions, hey, that's fine. But I like to watch it. It's a really good show. It's definitely better than American Idol, Ever since, I think a couple times in a row, I'd watch American Idol, and the guys I really liked would be the first or second person to go. And I'm this is ridiculous. It's stupid. It's I'm not going to watch this. I said, they used to captivate, I think, a lot of people, American Idol, but so now we kind of moved on to the American Idol topic. But Voice is awesome. The Voice is great. It can go on for it can go on for a while. But the American Idol, it's dwindling. I don't know how much more longer it's going to go because I think it had a lot of audiences, like I said, captivated at first because it was a good show. It's awesome, blah blah blah. But now it's become so broken in that the people who you think are different, unique, or whatever, they're not going to make it through. Because all they want is that good voice, that pop icon. They want to find the next big star. That's what they want to find. They don't want to find a guy like, Kurt Cobain. They don't want to find a guy like, Bucky Covington. They don't want to find a guy like him and give them an opportunity. They don't want to give those people a chance. They want to find the blandest people out there that have good voices, and I'm using air quotes right now, to be in the competition. And then it just gets stale, and not trying to be racist with this, but they always have like 2 or 3 black chicks that have that gospel, black voice, and it's like, when Simon was on the show, he didn't do that. He didn't pick those people all the time because he knew. He would try and say it in the most non-racist thing he could say, but it's like, because it's their background, they have good voices, whatever. They usually do. If they sing in the church choir, that's that kind of voice. We don't want that. And they kind of went away from getting the girls, but now they'll get the guys that sound like that. And it's like, hey, that's okay, but they're not going to win. They're not good, because once you put them in the position that, hey, we're going to have you sing an ABBA song, hey, we're going to have you sing, a rock song, it's going to come out, they're going to be shitty, and they're going to be like, but they're going to last longer than the people that you like, because they have good voices. Air quotes, again, I'm making in the air. And they're going to make it to be the 4th or 5th person eliminated. Some of those people are. So American Idol's kind of fell dead for me. I haven't watched it for a while, so that's my little take on American Idol. New shows I'm watching. Yeah, I actually started watching some new shows lately. Burnout ended. I was sad to hear that go. I don't know if I talked about this on the Tragick TV episode yet. So Burnout is officially over. I finished that. So if you've never watched Burnos, this is a good time to go ahead and go watch it on Netflix. It's all on there, the entire series. I think it's like 7 seasons. It's insanity. It's really, really good, too. And I'm surprised why it ended, because they could have went on for at least probably a couple more seasons. Did something at least. Made it at least 10-season show, And also, I'm trying to think. White Collar's weird, because I think they're 2 seasons ahead of what's on Netflix now. So I'm kind of confused where I'm at on that. I do like White Collar. And the crazy thing about it is this is all USA shows, I would really advise anybody who hasn't seen any of the USA shows to go watch them, because they're really, really good. I started watching Psych, and I pushed myself off watching that for the longest time, because I didn't think I would like it. But I actually started watching it, and I think there's 4 seasons on Netflix right now, and I know they got more than that. And they've been on for I don't know when they started. I remember when it first started, a long time ago, and, I just never seen it before. But Psych's really funny, good show, by a guy basically has photographic memory. That's basically what the show's about, so it's pretty funny, comedy. Then I also started watching a show called Life. Wow, is this show nothing like expected? And I'll give you kind of a synopsis. This guy was framed for murder, supposedly. I'm thinking something may be shady with that, though. But I think he was framed. But he's trying to figure out who did it and everything during the show, and that's part of kind of like the Burnos thing, where that little story is going in the subset of every show. And but then there's stuff going on during the show. There's cases. So it's kind of like Burn Notice, kind of the writing, same writing, but mixed with CSI. Or Law and Order, because it's more like CSI, like Miami, and they're trying to find what happened, who killed who, whatever. And there's some good twists in there that you're like, what? That makes no sense whatsoever, But yeah, Life, a really good show. I watched a few movies. I watched an Old-Fashioned Orgy. That's actually, I know the name's going to throw you off, but it's actually a pretty good movie. Check it out. Jason Sudeikis, I think, is in it. And I don't think that's that one guy, but the chubby guy from Reaper is also in it. And he's hilarious. I'm sorry, but if I see anything with him in it now, I'm watching it, because I love that guy. He's awesome. He's incredible. Well, that's it for Tragick TV. I hope you enjoyed the whole complete rant that took over the whole entire Tragick TV today on Walmart. Definitely comment down below about anything I talked about tonight. And hope you enjoy it. Comment down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed on YouTube. When this eventually gets to YouTube. If you're on Spreaker, thank you for watching. And hope you continue to watch and see when I upload new tracks. Thank you, and keep rocking. This has been Brad Tragick.